Okay, about to finally do our first trip with the travel trailer. This setup isn't that heavy, so I don't expect it to be much of a workout. 8,500 pounds or so. I'm thinking 1,200 pounds of tongue weight, plus I got the bed filled with some goodies. Right now, I got the weight distribution a little low. I'm gonna wait till I get out of the driveway to see if this goes up, but we should have the weigh safe set at around 2,000 pounds. That changes depending on where the ground's at and everything, but should pull this without much issue at all. But curious, it'll be about a 200-mile pull. Just starting out the trip, see where the exhaust filter is, where the DEF percentage. Got it in tow mode. Be real curious to see. I'm sure we'll have enough heat in the exhaust to get an active regen. I will reset the fuel economy for this trip to see what we get right now. And I'm gonna keep that going because I filled it up 16 miles ago, so. Left turn signal, boom. Right turn signal, boom. Okay, I think I'm in a passive regen right now. If you look at the exhaust filter, it was up to 75%. It's now at 55%. And if I look at my fuel economy, I'm not taking a big hit. Like I'm typically, like right now, towing, I'm 12 to 15 range. I'm slowing down right now with traffic, but so if I was in a regen, I'd be seeing 8-10 miles per gallon right now in max. So we don't get a lot of grade in Michigan. This is probably the biggest, the Zilwaukee Bridge, as far as in the lower peninsula. But at least it'll give you a little bit of an idea of, you know, what the high output diesel pulling 8,500 pounds would do. And you can see that I'm staying pretty consistent with the DPF right now. Let's see, I'm sure it's gonna pull some boost. Curious if it'll hold 10th gear. See what the grade is. That's it. About 65 miles per hour, you're gonna get around 15 towing is what I'm seeing. Pretty consistent. We've been above that. 25.2 gallons. Let's see what it gets in calculate. Okay, computer showed 11.6 miles per gallon. I actually got 11.2 hand calculated. Pretty happy with that. Just finishing up a trip, heading back home. Got about 11 miles per gallon on the way back. Probably got about, between all four of us, payload, everything, probably sitting around 1,400 pounds, I'm guessing, of payload. The weigh safe I'm really impressed with. This thing works awesome. This trailer loaded up probably around 8,500 pounds. GVW is 9,500. This truck has no issue with it, obviously, but I like a heavy tongue weight, so I put the bikes up front. Plus another reason I like putting the bikes up front is when you have a window on the front of a trailer, it kind of gives you a little bit of protection. Unfortunately, somehow still cracked the windshield on this trip. Can't believe it. It's something I'm always worried about with one of these windshields up front. But we're gonna get on the road, see how this thing does. Okay, gonna reset the fuel economy for this trip home. Let's see what we get towing. I finally got the indicator to fill up the DEF tank. About 500 miles till empty. This is pretty similar time frame. I got a notification on my 2020 F350 diesel as well. I think I'll be, my guess, somewhere in the 3.5 to 5 gallons worth to fill it back up. But this is about what I would expect with the amount of towing I've done so far. Okay, some things I've noticed now, towing about 400 miles of the travel trailer. If I can push it a little bit, so you're making about 18 pounds of boost, 72 to 75 mile per hour towing. my exhaust filter never gets above, the DPF never gets 50-55%. And I haven't seen an active regen in 400 miles of towing. So I think it's just put enough heat in the exhaust that it's able to burn off all the soot and stuff. So if I slow down and start towing at 55 to 60, I'll start noticing that creeping up to 45. All right, gonna see how much this thing will take. Light just came on. Let's see how much it takes. Just put 2.5 gallons of DEF in. Let's see how much we got left. It's saying about 78% full. So it went from 42 to 78. I'm gonna throw the other 2.5 gallons in and see if that takes it all the way to 100%. I'm curious to see if we'll be able to get both of these jugs in. Okay, got the truck filled up. Actually overflowed it a little bit. But if you look, I'd say there's about 1/3 left. So I'm gonna say it did the 2.5 gallons plus another 1.6. So call it 4.2 gallons. Let's see, it's still adjusting. It says 93%, but let me turn it off. Let's see if it resets. It's 93%, but it is full, topped off. So it went 1,450 miles and used about 4 gallons. I don't think that's too bad. Probably 600 miles towing. Well, that sums up the trip. We had about 460 miles of towing, and we averaged just shy of 11 miles per gallon. I'm pretty happy with the results, considering truck's still breaking in, and we were hustling on the way home. Weren't really trying to focus on fuel economy. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.